connect here. Got lots of things to talk about today. I am just going to jump over here. We'll ignore the our intro. Let's jump on over here and get our chat up there.
We got a huge storm going on in Florida right now. Thumbs up if you can hear us really good. And we appreciate each and every one of you working with our technical difficulty. If you look outside our window, it's storming really bad here. So we kind of got a connection error.
If Mr. Snowball barks during his live, please forgive us, because anytime it starts thundering, he goes nuts.
Yes.
Yep. Thank you for hanging in there, guys. Don't know what happened there. We got just kicked off. Weird.
Well, let's start over. I am ElleKosGlam.
You are.
I am Miss Traveler. This is Mr. Traveler.
That's right.
And we travel the world. We bring information to you. We are two kids from Detroit. We are now travel agents, and we own our own business. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we love each and every one of you for stopping your day to support our channel.
All right, so let's get to it today. We got a few things to talk about. Mixed bag of emotions in the cruising world, and a few updates. And then we have a few things to talk about at the end of the video. So let's start off with the news I know you all are waiting for, is that, yet again, no news is good news, everybody. So no announcements from the CDC. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say that I'm really extra super hopeful that the CDC order is going to expire tomorrow.
Me too.
I really think if they were going to do something, they would have done it by now. And I hope to God they don't wait until the last minute to pull the rug from underneath us.
Me too.
But I am from Detroit. I'm a Lions fan, so I'm used to the rug being pulled out from under us. But we're going to keep hope alive and make sure and hopefully everything will go good. We'll stay tuned for tomorrow. And let's hope everything goes well. So, but that being said, we did have, this is a really screwy story. If you guys have seen it, there's a German line.
Yes.
What's the German line again?
It's called TUI. TUI Cruise Line.
Okay.
And there's been an outbreak. And I know that you guys are watching other videos, and I can see comments on other videos because I've been watching them too. And we just went ahead and decided to do a little more research to make sure that we can bring the facts that we needed for our channel, because our subscribers are veterans. And plus, some people may be booked on this channel. Who knows? I mean, on this ship, who knows? So, TUI Cruise Line, the Mine ship number 6, has reported among the crew that there's 12 positive cases right now. There were 150 crew tested on the ship, and they are currently isolated right now on the sea.
Yeah, the Mine ship.
The Mine ship. And let me get my notes here because I like to bring the facts. Okay, the crews will continue on, and they will be retested and then tested again. But my question to you all is, do you think testing is the solution for cruise lines, and would this help? And also, to add another fact in, there is a quarantine isolation on this ship, which nobody else has mentioned, but I went ahead and did research, and they are all quarantined right now. They are on board, and they're on their way to Athens. This is happening in Greece. Everybody is right now in their cabins. This is real time.
So, but the part about this that is disturbing to me, how, what's the saying with the news organization? Don't let any good tragedy go to waste. And drama sells.
It does.
Unfortunately, drama sells, and so initially they were saying that there was 12 people that tested positive, but now these people are being retested and they're coming up negative.
Yeah, there was a false positive test.
So I'm sure there'll probably be a third test and a fourth test, but
how reliable are these tests? Everybody was tested before they got on board. Then come to find out, 12 people tested positive, and now they're down to 6. And they have to be retested. Everybody's in their cabin. Nobody's out of their cabins. So everybody is on lockdown on the ships.
So, I hate this kind of a story because, of course, the news just quarantine, outbreak, and all this other stuff instead of, coming at things, to me, news reporters, and I used to be in a journalism class way back when, for quite some time, and it's you're supposed to report facts.
That's right.
And let the people make their decisions on their own based on the facts using intelligence and past experiences and whatever else. But no, drama sells. They want to just put this out there. And I hope this does not persuade any decisions with the CDC in making their decision process.
That's right.
And I see a couple of you commenting on it. Down at one of the stories that we do want to talk about today is the big group of folks that are down in Miami.
Yes.
Which are like your port workers, your ship workers, pretty much anybody who's tied to the.
We went fuzzy again.
Pretty much anybody who's tied to the cruise line industry is at this thing today, begging and pleading with the CDC to allow them to, let's do our own thing here.
To let you know, because we actually live in Florida, so we can report on what goes on here in Florida. There's been speculation of everybody just walking around without masks. That's not true. And we do wear masks here until we sit down at the restaurants, even though our governor has gave the leeway of 100% opening capacity here. So that has been an issue. So I just repeat what I just said, and I want to thank you so much, David Harley, for our super chat.
A super chat. Hold on. Here we go, David Harley. Thank you, my friend. We appreciate you very much.
Don't hit this table.
Okay. He said, "What's up? Let's get cruising." I absolutely, wholeheartedly agree with you.
What's up? We reporting the news for you, and we take our time. We're not the first ones to come out with the news, but you better best to believe our news is going to be honest.
Well,
we don't send fake news on our channel.
Well, we aim to be to put it out there first as fast as we can, but we're going to make sure that everything's accurate.
We've been doing this for 10 years, and we'll get into that a little later.
If we lived anywhere near the port of Miami, I would be there today.
That's right. So here in Florida, the bars and the restaurants are 100% at capacity. They are all open. No masks are required here in Florida, but the facilities have the right to enforce it. So when we go to the restaurants, they have signs up, and we still wear them, even though it's 100% capacity. We're fine here in Florida. We're just fine, but there's protesting that's happening right now in Miami. They're protesting at the port of Miami. There's signs that's geared towards the CDC, and they want to go ahead and open up the cruise lines because these people need their jobs. So everybody who need a job, whether it be a port transporter, whether it be the management, whether it be people, mom and pop places, they made them some little signs and they went and protested in Miami today. They're at the ports protesting, and I heard that there's also protesters in the port of Carnival as well, which is very close to us. So you start looking out, because you're going to start seeing some people protest because they want their jobs back. I hope it help them.
Yeah, I mean, folks are ready to get off the unemployment, especially since they're not giving the $600 extra.
And I know a lot of people don't agree with what our governor did. He released it 100% capacity. Don't be mad at us. We just report the news. That's what we do.
Well,
CJ Kyles.
The CJ Kyles.
Hi.
Thank you, my friend, for that super chat. You're the best. What do you say?
Shout out to the OG Cruise couple. One time for Detroit.
What up, though?
Let's do it again, babe.
Oh. That's the Bob boat horn for you. Watch out now.
The Bob boat Belle Isle horn. That's the Belle Isle horn. We are Detroiters. We are from Detroit. So thank you so much. I would think that CJ Kyles was from Detroit too. One time for Detroit.
Yeah, you don't normally claim Detroit unless you're from Detroit. So
that's right. So make sure you call us if you want to book your next vacation. We are doing a lot of resorts right now, or you want to go ahead and get ahead of the line and call to book a cruise. Our phones has been ringing off the hook. We've been talking to a lot of people, and cruising is about to start blowing up.
Oh,
again.
Thomas Riley, I see your comment, dear sir. And yes, we are getting to those armchair quarterbacks in just a moment.
Yes.
But listen. Um, our governor is allowing people to take the risks that they're willing to take safely. So, yes, there we are in the phase 3, which says that the restaurants and bars can go to 100% capacity. But then you have, like, our local governments in Orange County is saying, yes, we're at phase 3, but we're not lifting our mask mandate, and we urge the restaurants and the bars to continue doing the mask. And I think that's totally fine. That's the beauty of the government, is to have give and take.
Yes.
The way our system works here in the good old US of A. We have give and takes, we make compromises. And so for folks who don't feel safe going to the restaurants and bars,
Don't go.
You don't have to go. I mean, that's just kind of the nature of the beast. And yes, of course, we want to be safe, and especially folks that are in that high risk category. Absolutely, you want to be safe. You have to be cautious, and we totally get that. But these folks got families to feed.
Yes.
It was cool. They were getting unemployment plus the $600 extra from the government to help out through this times, but that's gone now. They're down to a $300 supplement. And, they're not doing any more they're fighting over the stimulus and all that stuff. So these people just really want to get back to work. We're ready to get back on these ships. So
yes, and so we can stop the fear mongering. We can stop the bashing on here. We can stop all that and realize that this is just a phase. Just like H1N1, just like the swine flu, it will come to an end. And it just upsets me when people go on and they bash and they ride people's emotions. And it kind of get under my skin. We actually live in Florida. Okay.
Before we get to that one, let me say this, and then do you have any more news other than that? And then we'll do it.
I do. Well, I have one more thing to talk
Christine
about.
Duffy?
Yep.
Okay.
Christine Duffy. We had a message from Christine Duffy. Christine Duffy, she is the president of Carnival Cruise Line. She's seeking guidance for the resumption of cruising. She's working on protocols and procedures as of today. She sent out a really nice video for everybody to watch. You can go right on Carnival.com and watch it if you like. And she's going to be working on that on the next coming weeks, which makes me think that it's going to be promising for Carnival to start cruising. It gave some type of comfort when she talked in her video, and you can tell that she feels the pressure, she feels the struggle. I'm sure she has some sleepless nights, and they didn't ask for this. We didn't ask for this pandemic to happen. This has never happened before. We have to understand that we have to get through this all together.
Yes.
This will pass. Some people just riding the coattails of it. It's like, okay, let's move on.
And some of the things that I like that she talked about, which is a little bit different from some of the things that we have said that the new cruising was going to bring. She mentioned that the health questionnaires will be available at your check-in, so you'll do those at your check-in. There's going to be downloadable menus on board the ship, virtual queues for things like your customer service counter on board the ship, guest services. So you'll have a virtual queue, and they tell you when to come back to. And I think that is great, and that's something that they need to do after all this is over with. I love that idea. So really, what she's saying at the end of the day is that the your cell phone, smartphones are going to be really crucial to the success of this kind of hands-free plan for the cruise ships. I did want to address. Let's see here. Two-speed. I was asking about.
I know he said his wife loved our channel.
Okay.
And she watched my beauty channel. Hi, Two Speed.
Okay, he was asking about trying to talk his fiance into a cruise wedding,
fiance wedding,
which is a fabulous idea.
Yes.
Give us a call, Two Speed, because Mrs. Traveler here is a wonderful wedding planner.
I try to do the best I can. My feathers was ruffled today, but normally I'm very quiet on here.
Okay, so let's.
I would love to. Make sure you contact us. Thank you so much.
All right.
I can say something.
Yeah. So let's get into it, because I know you're ready to talk about it.
I am. Let's talk. Okay, everybody who got the cruise news that they need might as well just click off this live video.
No, you can stay on this.
Because we're about to go on a rant.
So
we've been waiting on this for a long time.
And I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this. I really don't. But This is a cruise and travel channel. Very lighthearted. We try to bring news to you. And even outside of that, we bring you life things, and sometimes we bring you spiritual things. Sometimes we're kind of like all over the place, right? But we try to keep it very lighthearted. Other channels that do this also should probably do the same thing. But it has come to our attention that a certain YouTuber spent nearly an hour of his time.
Or her time.
His time.
Or her time.
Ripping into why a couple of travel agents from Florida would be pushing cruising and we're trying to kill people and all this other stuff.
We don't mind that people are going out here and catching the virus. We pushing people to go out here is what came to my attention.
Yeah, and concerned with their subscriber count and how much money they're getting from the subscribers and da 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 da. And let me start by saying this: just because you have a certain amount of subscribers or views on your channel does not necessarily mean that you have great content. Case in point, there's a dude counting to 1 million on YouTube that has like 7 million views or something, right? So there's 7 million people that want to watch a dude count from 1 to 1 million. Whatever, man. I want to be tactful in doing this, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on it because I try to stay positive as best I can. But it sounds to me like, here's the thing: if you don't feel safe cruising or traveling, and if you don't feel it's safe for you to travel, that's fine. That is your prerogative. If you feel that it's not safe for your subscribers to travel, you can tell them that. That's fine. But to go out of your way to bash another channel because you don't agree with their viewpoint, I don't know, and then bash about Disney World and all this other stuff that's going on in Florida. Sounds to me like you might be a little bit jealous you don't live in Florida. I don't know, but it could be.
That could be it.
My thing is, how can I do this? You have a lot of people out there that do YouTube channels, and not just travel channels, a lot of different YouTube channels. A method to get a lot of subscribers is to upload content on a daily basis. Whether or not that content is good or not is irrelevant. So, you doing a travel related video on a daily basis, we've done it from time to time, but to do a daily one all the time, you can just say, oh, Carnival's got some new toilets on their cruise ships. That's very interesting, or, whatever the case may be. So, I guess what I'm saying is, and
I'm listening.
you have anything to do, you do you, and we'll do us.
I really want to fire off, but I can't.
No,
I'm gonna let my husband handle it.
Yeah, we have to do it tactfully. We really had paved the way for this. We've been doing this a long time, and don't get it twisted. Just because if we uploaded every day from the time that we started this channel, we'd probably have 1 million subscribers. I don't know, but we try to bring great content. We try to bring factual content to you. The couple of times that I have messed up on here and made a mistake on something, I've actually came back on here and made corrections and said, you know what, I was mistaken, A, B, and C, whatever it may be. Very rarely does it happen. We try to bring you the news, when it happens. As soon as we find out, we want to make sure that things are accurate and get that out there.
Yes.
I don't understand how somebody could take that much time out of their day to bash another travel channel.
Yes.
I mean, again, if you don't feel safe traveling, that's fine. Do you? But don't bash me because me, her, and a whole bunch of you out there are ready to travel, but we're ready to travel safely.
Yeah, we kind of getting punished for wanting to channel. It went fuzzy again. Shoot.
Yeah, I don't care. We're wrapping this up anyway. We got a whole bunch of storms, guys. It's pouring down over here. I think that's our issue today.
I really want to fix it though.
So you know, that's all I really got to say about it. Is that I just can't believe that somebody would spend time. I don't even want to spend my time retorting to this, but I just hope that you all see, when you all see something like that and see somebody spitting hate on any other channel, you guys need to get in their face right away and tell them it ain't right.
Goes. Of all days, we having technical difficulties today, and we got to get this message out. It must be meant to be.
Yep. So
A lot of people don't think that because we YouTubers, we don't watch other channels, and we do. I actually read all the comments on other channels. I support other YouTubers. I support other travel channels. We support people who want to grow their business organically and naturally. That's who we support. We have not one time turned down a question. When somebody called us and they booked through somebody else, we actually answer the questions. We are self-made. We built our company. We gave the idea of coming on YouTube and presenting and talking with each and every one of you about cruising. We were the first ones to do that. Period. On YouTube. We are the first couples that shared our experience on YouTube. Now when you come and you get our idea and you run with it and then you bash us, now I have a problem with you. I have a problem with that. So unfortunately, I ran across somebody else's video, or it was sent to me, about somebody bashing our channel. I mean, why would you take time out of your day to do that?
And the person.
Why would you? What kind of life do you have?
And the person actually went out of their way to say how they're not a travel agent.
They're not a travel agent. And I'm like, okay.
So it sounds like
you can be one now.
It sounds like they might be jealous they're not in Florida and a travel agent. I don't
Exactly.
know. But for those of you who have been with us a long time, we started this channel way back when. We were not travel agents. We started this channel off to help people.
We did.
And that mantra has never changed.
It never changed.
Our mantra is life short, have fun. I got that from my mother.
I just realized that the love that we get and the hugs that we get, we need them.
Yeah.
Period.
All right, let me suck it up. So we got that mantra from my mother. Life short, have fun. And we tried to bring that message to the world. So that's it in a nutshell. So we were not travel agents when we started this. We did this because we wanted to help people. We helped people on the phone before we were ever travel agents. It morphed into this. It morphed into a business for us. So for us to be able to do something that we love and make a business out of it is a wonderful thing. And it's a wonderful thing that we're able to do that in this day and age in this country that we live in. I'm good now. Thank you so much for all the love, you guys. And it's just I guess it's in a way, in a backhanded way, it's a compliment because people are going out of their way to say the negativity.
It's a compliment, but when we find people who really want to build their business and they want to do their channels like we do, we help you. We never turn anybody down. That's what I don't understand, all the hate that's on here. We tired of it.
Yep. So anyway, and this is not the, trust me, this is not the first time. This is not the first time, but for the dedication.
We're not crying over the hate. We crying over what his mother told us.
Oh yeah.
Before she left this earth, and what my mother told me.
It's like, yeah, I mean, her mother imparted stuff to her.
Sure.
Told us to reach the world.
Yeah.
And we're talking about things that was on their deathbeds.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what this channel is built around.
So anyway, that's what we try to bring to you guys. We try to treat everybody's trip that books to us as if it were our own. And we want you all to have a good time and enjoy the world and enjoy and make memories with your families. To me, that's the biggest travesty of this whole COVID thing, is that we are losing our human connection with one another.
It's literally driving people nuts.
It is driving people nuts, absolutely. We're losing our human interaction with people. Somebody coughs on the other side of the room and you look like you're ready to kill them. So we're ready. It is about getting back to traveling, absolutely. But it's actually more about getting back to socializing and doing those things that come natural to human beings. So, sir, if you want to stay locked up in your cabin or wherever you're at, more power to you, but keep it to yourself.
That's right.
I think that.
We're going to stay live until we feel better. That's what we're going to do. We're going to take all the hugs, all the hearts, because we work very hard on our channel.
Yeah.
Very, very hard for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. So.
And I really hate that we in the middle of a pandemic, and Mr. Traveler is right. This pandemic is literally pulling out the hate and the mean of people. We normally don't talk about things like this on our channel. We try to ignore it, but you see the real side of people when they condensed and they stuck in the house for months, and they don't have a life. So they didn't have a life before the pandemic. So they like whatever was wrong with them is 10 times magnified worse. Well, we catching that the meanness from them. Some people just keyboard ninjas. They just sit on here and they just troll us, and we just delete them and we get rid of them every time. But some people they're mentally ill that we deal with. So sometimes it get under my skin. I know it does. But we got a purpose on this channel, and our purpose is to help you all. We are not here for the money. We are not here for the views. We have a purpose to do, and I hope everybody who trolls us or who we had to take this particular 20 minutes out to talk about this. We never talk about this. Probably once a year we'll get to where we are right now. But when we are trolled and everything, we just take that and bottle it up and we ignore it. But today I needed to vent, or I was gonna leave YouTube. I was gonna completely walk off YouTube because our business, we don't have to have YouTube for our business.
Yeah, I ain't gonna let that happen.
I was ready to leave because you don't see the back end of it. And I'm a person, I'm not on Front Street all the time. I love to be behind the scenes. I love to do hard work behind the scenes. I love a challenge. That's why I went into surgery. That's why I did what I did, and I left as soon as I needed to. My purpose has changed now. I turned the page. I moved from a different state. I started a new business. Me and Mr. Traveler are self-made. We literally thought up this idea to just go on YouTube and reach the world because my mother said it. Because his mother said life short, have fun. We took those two ideas and we formed our business. Yeah. So you cannot bash us for having a purpose to reach the audiences here. We see all kinds of channels. They curse on there. They get drunk. They get sloppy. They get nasty. Me and Mr. Traveler, class. 24/7. We tell what's honest all the time.
Yep. And Orange Green, you're absolutely right. The COVID got them crazy. That's what's and I didn't mean to take this long. I really didn't. But we're in it. It's this disease coupled with
I'm over it.
The political environment and the news, and
it's a lot.
It's just
it's depressing.
There's
horrible.
There's an attack on this world and this country
is.
like never before, and it has people going absolutely crazy insane.
I think it brings you either together or it brings you apart. And if you can weather the storm right now, if you're able to build a business right now, if you able to get to your vision that you need to get to right now, you can succeed. And this was make our character, and this is what makes your character. We go through things like this, and I'm so glad that I have the support I do, because if I didn't have you all, I would not be on YouTube. I mean that.
That's absolutely right. I remember the day I was sitting in our little house in Redford, Michigan, in the office, and I used to use that old raggedy computer that I would make DVDs for the family. Anytime we traveled, I would make my little fun videos, which I really want to get back to. I keep saying that. I'm going to put some on there to re-upload them so you guys can see a couple of them, because I know they're kind of buried in there. But or go on our. You got a playlist for it, right? Fun
I do,
videos.
yeah.
Go on the fun videos one. Some of them are really funny.
Absolutely.
Um,
and
so
as you can see, me and Mr. Traveler is holding hands right now, because we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this message out
I
today.
remember putting that video together, and Mr. Traveler walked in, and I did our Valor video, and Mr. Traveler was doing her ElleKosGlam. Was it called that then back then?
It was just ElleKos.
So,
No, it was Watch Me Grow, because I was growing my hair.
Right.
I got on YouTube because my hair fell out, and I was trying to figure out how I can get the next wig to cover up the bald spots and stuff, because I lost my hair because I had went through a really stressful time. I was very sick. I had almost died before. I don't think I ever talked about that. Anyway, I don't want to go there. There's enough bad stuff we talked about today anyway. Got through that. And then I said, you know what? We travel so much. Why don't we just put a video together?
I was sitting there and I was putting together the little video for the family on a DVD. and Elle walked in and said, you know what? You need to upload that on YouTube. And I was like, I ain't loading up no video on YouTube.
Right. He was like, what is YouTube? Now, this was 10 years ago.
I ain't doing no YouTube. So, but she convinced me to put it on there. I put it on there. I started seeing the comments that we were getting and you know, the excitement that people got from watching it. And then it just kind of morphed from there. And we did that for a while, and then it morphed into the business that we have today, you know, over a lot of hard work and blood, sweat, and tears, literally.
We didn't get here 10 years for nothing. You know, and sometimes we have to do this a particular video like this. We hate to give haters airtime. We usually don't, but this time I just had to say something. It's out of my character not to just sit here and just be mad. You know, that's not who I am. That's not who Mr. Traveler is. We work very hard for you. We have a dream. We have a goal. We have a purpose. We have our ancestors who pushed us to do this, and I see why now. So we appreciate each and every one of you. Sorry we had to go on this rant, but you know, people, if you watch YouTube all the time, there's people who curse, drink, smoke. They do everything on here. Well, give us just this 20 minutes to get some stuff off our chest, because there goes Snowball. He's about to bark. It's thundering. So if he barks, sorry about that. But we appreciate each and every one of you. If God be for us, who could be against us? We are Christians, and we don't mind talking about that, you know. And if you're not a Christian, this may not be your channel, and that's that about that.
All right, so I feel bad we got back there. Listen, we could not do this without you guys. We love you and all the support. I see all the love on there, and I wish I could shout out each and every one of you. And thank you so much for all the great positive comments that you all put on there. We love it. I saw somebody said, "What? Oh, okay, be honest.
You up with the news.
What do you think will happen tomorrow?" I suspect, because we have not heard anything from the CDC thus far, that I think the CDC order will expire. And then we still have the CLIA deadline, which goes through to October 31st. So as soon as it expires, we'll see. There are some cruises that are still booked for the November 1st date, and we'll see if any of those go off or not. They're going to have to scramble to get the crew on board the ship, get the ships ready to go, get all the protocols and everything in place. So will they go November 1st? I don't know. But I think the CDC order will expire tomorrow, and then we'll have a comprehensive plan from all the major cruise lines on how and what ships are going, when they're going, and all that good stuff. So,
Yep. So just to catch you up, if you just got on the channel today, sorry. You normally don't act like this.
No.
We normally very, very news oriented. We don't get political. We try not to get political. We don't bash anybody else. We don't bash anybody. We don't do that on our channel.
Cruise Talk, so you want to know about the RCL t-shirt.
Royal Caribbean. These are Royal Caribbean t-shirts.
Nothing.
What's on the back? Okay, the ships are on the back.
Was it ships on there? Yeah. Yeah. This. We wore our Carnival ones yesterday. Nothing subliminal or anything. We're just.
We just felt like repping Carnival today. I mean, repping Royal today.
I'll be honest. I didn't have to iron this one, so.
Okay, and we appreciate each and every one of you that's on the screen. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for all the thumbs up, all the subscribes. Even if you thumbs us down, we thank you for that too, because that means you watched the video. Our channel is a little bit different. We are not thirsty for views. We are not thirsty for money. We have a purpose behind our parents, and our parents believed in us, and now they going to heaven. So now we here, and our purpose is to help you, and that's what we do. We appreciate each and every one of you. If you're interested in your vacation, please give us a call, 877-697-4470. We appreciate it. This COVID thing got everybody going nuts. I cannot wait till it's over. I'm ready to take this mask off. I'm ready to be back to normal. It's one time for being back to normal. Okay, one time.
Thank you,
and thank you,
Rochelle.
Thank you for the hugs.
She said she's been watching this for 5 years, and,
Whoa,
and
she's
we're
an
her
OG.
She said we're her aunt and uncle.
She's okay. We'll be your aunt and uncle.
Yes, that's right.
We go through things,
you.
and family. You notice when you have family, you go through things. Well, you guys are our family, and you going through this with us, whether you know it or not. You living in this life with us too.
Oh, this is a good topic. Flamingo 3 says, I'm thinking of moving from Fort Myers to Orlando. Is there a bus transpo from Fort Lauderdale
the ocean
to Fort Lauderdale and Miami? Yes, there is, but even more exciting than the bus transportation is going to be the new, well, I don't know what they're going to call it, the Bright Line or the sun, what is that, the Sun Rail thing? It was bought by Virgin, and I don't know if Virgin is still going to be part of it. I think Virgin is going to end up selling it, but we're going to have the high-speed train, which is already in existence from Miami to West Palm, but they're extending it all the way to Orlando. There's news that it's going to go into Disney World, and I also heard that that train is going to extend all the way to the port of Tampa as well. So from what I hear, you can get from the Orlando airport to Miami in, I think it's roughly 2 hours on the high speed. It might be a little bit more than that, but it's going to be an awesome option, not only for people that live in Orlando, but for those of you who fly in, maybe want to do a Disney for some days before the cruise, and then you can take that train instead of have to worry about driving down there. Or sometimes you can get cheaper airfare into Orlando, and you can jump on that train and go on down there. It's going to be a really great option. They're building it already, because the last time we went to Cape Canaveral,
they were building it up.
You can see it along the side of 528.
It goes so far.
Yeah. So I'm really excited for that.
David Harley, one time for keeping it real. This is the most realest channel you're going to get. We live an open book life. We have shared happy times. We have shared the lowest times on here, and thank you so much one time for keeping it real, because we are honest. We are real people. We go through real things. Life happens, you know. Today we was upset. We had to talk about that and get the news out as well, but we just had to take that little time to get that off. Thank you so much for everybody who's praying for us.
Yes,
that we can feel that. Thank you so much. We appreciate it, and I'm so glad Snowball didn't burn.
The mind shift. Did you say that? So there was 12 crew members that tested positive. Then they went and had retesting done, and some of them are coming back.
Yep.
Negative. Oh, he's not used to jumping up on you.
No, he don't jump on me. He's not used to this at all.
Pup, the camera's over there. Snow.
I need Snowball today.
Oh, don't start.
He can feel when I'm upset. He is right on my lap. He was sitting right on my lap. When I get upset, he comes and comfort me.
Yes, he does. Mr. and Mrs. Roser, is Facet of the Fun worth it? Let's get back to cruising. Yeah, I think it is. If you're not a platinum and you don't have that, you know, you basically get that when you're platinum. But Facet of the Fun, for the price that you get for Carnival, I think it is worth it. We did it a couple times. You get on board the ship faster. Your cabin is ready quicker.
Ooh, you're getting big.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's definitely. I think it is definitely worth it. It was something I was going to. Yes, I cut off Snowball's hair. He actually likes it. I put the table up in the garage, and he jumps up there and sits there and looks at me.
He does.
He knows what time it is.
He tells Mr. Traveler when he's ready for a haircut, because it's so hot here. It's been storming all day here. But I had another question for you. What do you guys think about? Do you think a vaccine is needed to start cruising again? Would you be safer if there was a vaccine available to cruise again? Okay, I'm trying to come off my airplane,
Yeah,
land in the plane, go
yeah.
back to work.
I'm telling you myself, I ain't fooling with it.
Hmm.
I ain't fooling with that. No, I don't want no. I don't.
A lot of people would feel safer if the vaccine was available.
I don't do flu shots. I don't do. I don't trust that. I just don't trust them putting stuff in there. And there's been cases. I mean, I know we have a lot more scientific knowledge and advancement than we did back in the day. But I mean, there's been some really bad stories of vaccines for fledgling diseases back in the day where it really has jacked some people up.
Yes.
I don't, you know.
Yes. Absolutely. So I don't know. Maybe some people, there's a teeter-totter balance there, because some people would feel better if the vaccine was available, even if they didn't take it. But you would feel better if it was available versus everybody just walking around wearing masks. But how would you know who was vaccinated and who was not? You know, that's tough too to deal with. So we appreciate if you just coming on to our channel. Welcome. We are Mr. and Miss Traveler. Make sure you subscribe. We are almost at 30,000 subscribers. If we get them good, if we don't, that's fine too. We still gonna do what we need to do, because this is our purpose and this is our goal in life, to make sure we show you the world.
That's right. Tammy Russell said, 1 day left for the CDC. Does this mean cruising will be starting? And again, just kind of reiterate, when the CDC expires, you can expect very soon after for the cruise lines to announce when, who, how they'll be getting back to it, because they're going to have to very quickly.
Yes.
They have cruises starting November 1st, so if they're going to postpone some of those and do it a little bit later in November, they're going to have to let people know pretty quickly here. There was something.
Nidja said, I was telling one of my friends about your channel last night. Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Thank you. Please tell everybody about our channel. We probably the realest couple you will ever see as a married couple on YouTube, and we keep it real. We laugh, we cry, and we go through things with you guys. But we make sure we travel the world and take you with us as well. So thank you so much. We appreciate it.
All right.
Do you think cruise lines will need a bailout? That's from Miss Bird at the 40.
Oh, the government wouldn't give them one.
The government wouldn't give them one?
No, they're not
What do you
that.
mean?
Well, all the ships except for Pride of America are flagged in other countries, and there's all that. So yeah, they're not gonna bail out anybody. That's why the cruise lines are selling off stakes in their company to foreign investors and things like that. So
yes, and please don't take our message that we sent and twist it. You can watch whoever channel you want to watch. You can rep whoever you want to rep on YouTube. It's all free. You know, we don't sponsor. We don't do sponsor videos. If we did, we'll tell you it was sponsored if it was, but we do this from the heart. You can watch whoever you want to, but we want to take time out to thank you for watching our channel. You could be anywhere you today. Today is Tuesday. People normally get off work about 4 o'clock. Hopefully some of you are sneaking on the phone watching us or whatever, but we just want to take the time out to send a virtual hug to you and thank you for today, because today was a hard day for us. We were literally bashed on somebody else's channel for a long time, and I watched the entire. We watched it, all of it. But that's the thing that happens when you put yourself out on YouTube, or you put yourself out there to the world. Mr. Traveler had to give me a pep talk earlier to let me know that when we do things like this, everybody not happy. Everybody not happy to see a mixed couple on YouTube. Everybody is not going to support us. Everybody is not going to have our backs. But the people who do have our backs, you better make sure we got yours. That's why we bring deals. We bring as much as we can. We don't favoritism cruise line. Even if you call and you want to go on one cruise line, we'll tell you it's a deal on another one. We're not really faithful to that cruise line, even though we've sailed cruises that's our favorites. We're gonna make sure we share everything we know with you, and we put it all out there. We just really transparent. And it's very strange to find, and very rare to find, a couple on YouTube that's a biracial couple that's just down to earth. You mean these comments literally about to run me off of here. Some of the comments could be so mean. It's so just disrespectful, but we just brush it off and we just keep going. Well, today we decided to take that time out to talk about it with you, and hopefully you learn something if you have your own business or you trying to do something. And we just took all the hugs. So see, as you can see, we smile and we feel better. We actually talked through it. So we appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. I don't know what I'll do without you.
K
guys.
Crump, I got you. It is coming. I got you. I will have the information for you.
Okay.
Eddie Hernandez says, "Do you really think the Symphony of Seas will sail out in Miami?" I
think so.
January 9th. I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm gonna say yes.
Especially next year. This year is iffy, but I think we're gonna go and sell in November. I think next year we should be fine with all this. But let us know if you're still on lockdown in your state. I know here we are not, but I heard a second wave is coming. But I guess we got to prepare for that too.
Well, here's and I'm done. We're gonna leave at this. It's almost an hour, but
that's how long I wanted to.
You just cannot. To me, you just cannot believe everything you see on the news anymore.
Or YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kind of you can get an opinion about anything on YouTube.
Some people don't state facts; they just state their opinions.
I just you just don't trust it. Again, it's back to the outbreak on the cruise ship. I mean, drama sells. Of course, they want to say, "Oh, another wave is coming. Oh my God, lock yourself in your house." Oh
Here we go. Some people play on that. Some people ride that train. Ride that fear-mongering train. We don't. We totally opposite. We like when they gonna let us out? Turn us loose, as my grandma used to say. Turn us loose. Let us go.
It's time to live life, but at this juncture in our life, we have to live it a little bit differently, and a little bit more safely than we have been doing in the past. This too shall pass one day. The plague and all that stuff that was around and was terrible, and back in the day, those things would lasted for a while and they're gone.
Our parents got through it.
I saw a meme from somebody that said, imagine somebody who was born in the early 1900s. They went through the plague, they went through World War I, they went through the Depression, then we went into World War II, then they went into Vietnam War, Korea War, then they had the bird flu. So, you think about somebody like my grandma was born in 1911. I remember talking to her about this stuff. She went through all of those things, and you guys probably have grandmothers and family members that did that stuff. This is a wrinkle in time. This is a bump in the road, but I refuse to be locked in my house. That's enough of that.
Enough.
We're going to live life. We're going to live life safely. And we take those measures to be safe, yes. And then one day we can take the masks off. But guess what? When I go on a cruise ship, I will never stop washing my hands incessantly, using hand sanitizer and all that other stuff, because I don't want to get other things that are transmittable. So, and it's not just there; it's on the airlines, especially. Who likes to touch the tray?
At the the airlines, the back of the seats, when you pull it down, and you put your laptop there or put something to drink there.
Even when you
wipe that down.
Even when you grab the seatbelt, put the seatbelt on. So I mean, come on.
Hands have touched it.
Okay.
I can't believe the situation with the airlines versus the cruise lines. That's a whole nother video. Okay, it's crazy how so many people are packed on the airlines. We flew 6 times, and it's congested and packed. But then they make announcements: make sure you social distance. You know?
But guess what? We wore a mask. We washed our hands. We were careful not to touch our face and all that stuff. When we got off the plane, first thing we did was run right to the bathroom.
Yes.
Wash up. We're good, and we're on our way. And we've been to Mexico. We've been on these planes. We are fine.
There's one more thing I want to talk about: the secrets that cruise lines are keeping. Do you know that there's been some speculation of cruise lines that's already selling with people with COVID on it, but they just haven't mentioned it. They have been tight-lipped about it. They are not mentioning it. But TUI Cruise Line, the Midship 6, probably is not the only ship that has it. they understand that this is going to happen, this wave is going to come, but it's how they handle the situations. I think that's what's important, because they up the quarantines, they up the PPE equipment, and they up the staff, so they prepare for this. And they're not telling which ships are selling with it already and which ships are not. So they kind of keeping it a secret, because I guess they're trying to make sure that they can sail in November.
Yeah, absolutely. And there'll be quarantine cabins if stuff happens, somebody gets sick and all that good stuff. So, Ms. Yetta B said they had a passenger fly who knew they had it. See,
oh my gosh, Yetta works for the airline.
And that's what I mean. Now, out of the 6 times we flew, I think we had our temperature taken twice.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 times.
Maybe
so like
3.
half the time we did, half the time we didn't. Mm-hmm. But I mean, the temperature check is not an indication,
right,
to me. I mean, that's probably the least of the indications out of everything. So I mean, here's the thing: if you feel ill and you're not sure, don't go. Stay home.
If you feel the symptoms, don't even take the chance. Because we want our freedom back.
Yep.
It's been weird these past 6 months. Life has changed. I'm surprised that we dealt with it the best we could so far. We've been through a lot. There has been a lot of cases that has went wrong or went bad, but we got through that. There's a lot of family members that has been affected by this, but we're strong enough to still be here. So everybody who's commenting, we're here. We just ready to go ahead and move on and go to the next step in our life. We're not going to fearmonger anymore on this. We're going to wear the mask until they tell us to take them off. It's going to be a time when we are going to take them off, and we're going to be fine again. And we're going to be looking back on this like, wow, that was a crazy year, 2020. I can't wait till we get to that point.
All right, I'm ready to do my happy dance tomorrow.
Me too, fingers crossed.
Happy dance. We're going to get back to cruising. So,
yes.
Anyway, guys, we want to thank you so much for watching. Thank you for indulging us today.
This has been a different type of video, but we appreciate each and every hug that we got today, because we needed it.
Yeah, and this just goes to prove that we have the best subscribers. We love all the love that you give us. And you know what, guys? If you would, tell all your family, friends,
share this video if you
share,
like.
subscribe. Recommending us and word of mouth is the best compliment that you can pay us. I do want to put a couple of the fun videos up.
Okay.
We'll wait to a day where we haven't posted, and I'll put it up there so they can see it.
Okay.
Because I miss doing the fun videos. For those of you who had known them, they're a lot of work to think and plan out ahead. Mm-hmm. But we had a lot of fun doing them.
I want to do another one. So when we do our first cruise, we're gonna definitely go ahead and do a fun video for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. This has been a touching video, but sometimes we have to just be ourselves. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. Life's short.
Have fun, guys.
See the world.
One day closer to cruising.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for your hugs today.